Hey, I'm Ben. Thanks for trying out the beta release of BaseQL. We're very excited to have you on board. So, if you're ready to try it out with your own Airtable base, I'm going to show you how to install it and run it on your own Airtable bases. So, first things first, you need to navigate to BaseQL Airtable block repository. Um, then there is a series of instructions in the README. The prerequisites for it is you need to sign up for the custom blocks beta. There is a link to a form where you can do that and get the access after a couple of hours, hopefully. And this applies right now for individual accounts, developer accounts, not really for whole organizations. That might change after September when it becomes part of the pro plan. Maybe there is a developer plan introduced. That's still in the works as far as we know from Airtable. Okay, so I have already Airtable base. This is a Pokédex, a Pokemon directory sort of thing with several tables. Um, so I'm gonna use this one to showcase how to install it. First thing is to, well, let's follow this instructions. First thing is to clone or download zip file from this very repository. You can do this here using clone if you know how to use Git, but you can also download a zip file, unzip it on your home directory, and you should be good to go. So after that, go to your Airtable and click and install a custom block. You can do it right here, install a block. If you're already part of the beta, you can click on this blue button called build a custom block, give it a name. In this case, we want to call it BaseQL. Create a block. Next step is to install blocks command line interface. So you go to your terminal and NPM install globally blocks command line. I already did that, so you have to watch through it. It takes a little bit of time. And afterwards, you click continue. And there is what this deviates a little bit from the instructions or table instructions. So instead of doing this block init stuff, which will initialize a new block repo and navigate to it, what you need to do is navigate to the one you just clone or download the zip file and unzip on your home folder. So it's called blocks, BaseQL block. And what you need to do instead of doing the block init is to edit this file .block / remote JSON and replace the values there with your own base, aka app block IDs, which are the ones that has a circle here. In this case, it will gonna be a different one for each time you install a block. So you basically just need to copy and paste these values. Take a note that the order is the opposite that in the file. So just make sure because I made that mistake several times already. So I'm gonna use Beam, but you can use whatever editor you feel more comfortable with, which is maybe VS Code or any other text editor. Um, so the base ID is the second one actually. The block ID is the second one here, but the first one in the file. So yeah, after that you just save that. It's very easy, and just you can just run. You have to do npm install just to make sure you have the latest dependencies installed, and you do just run block run. I'm gonna use npx just to make sure I have the latest version, which will use the local version installed inside the block, but you can just do block run as well. That will have the same result. It'll take a little moment. We'll compile the bundle and run the application locally. We can go and click continue here, and you can see that it's actually running in your local computer port 9000. and it's been copied to your clipboard, which is very handy because that's exactly what we need to do. Paste it here and just click start editing a block, and hopefully it will work afterwards. So yeah, next step is to add an API key. We can tell the base is the same one we're working on. Um, the reason we have to provide an API key is for to be able to fetch data from Airtable from this base. Unfortunately, Airtable doesn't support OAuth yet, but we know for a fact that they are planning to do some sort of thing, or maybe temporary API keys throw away sort of API keys. Until then, you need to provide your API key because that's the only way we can access the data. But hopefully, after they implement OAuth or throw away API keys, there's gonna no need for us to store that sensitive data. Uh, but anyways, we encrypt it on our backend, so it should be really not a problem. If you need to know where to get it, you navigate here, and I'm actually going to just trim this part and paste it because I don't want you to see, my API key. Okay, I already pasted my API key. So that all we need to do is just click launch GraphQL. Hopefully that will give us a GraphQL interface. I already had this in cache. I can get all the Pokemon names. You can use the right sidebar to navigate through the API and tables which are there. Uh, yeah, we got already a bunch of Pokemons. I will let you play around with all the features. You can do filtering. You can do many nested relationships. Uh, for the records, you can search. There is some of those features here in our webpage, but I will save the fun for you. Anyways, thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, let us know uh, via email or Twitter or whatever you want. Thanks so much. Bye bye. Peace.